sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Outlaw Show, man. Welcome to my man cave. We about to get it popping right now with my first special guest, my homeboy, champion. You hear me? Straight from Brooklyn, better known as Crooklyn. Zabs Super Judah.
Hey, what up, baby? Thanks for having me.
Man, thanks for coming through, man. So, a lot of people don't know about our history, man. We got a unique history that we share together. Yeah. You want me to tell them, or you want to let them know?
I'm just you know what I'm saying? We connected down the bloodline, you know what I'm saying? We got a long history.
Yeah, the outlaw tat. He ain't got the outlaw tat because he loved our music, and no, he an outlaw for real. You know what I mean? By blood, like we was around each other as little kids. Our family's always been tight. I know his mother, his father. He know my mama. You know what I'm saying? He know my uncle. Shout out to OG.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah. So you know, while you was on your journey and I was on my journey, of course, we separated. You know what I mean? I eventually moved out to Minnesota. You know what I mean? You eventually got into boxing. So talk about the early years for Zabs Judah and how you got into boxing, because I wasn't there.
Yeah. Now, so 93, I won my first Golden Gloves. 93, 94, 95, and 96. 96, I went to the Olympics and I turned professional.
Wow.
I turned professional, and that's when everything started from there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know,
the Olympics down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
With a bomb and shit.
Yeah, with a bomb and all that. We was right there. You know, I'm on the side. I come from the same team with Mayweather and Tava and, you know, those
that's
guys.
an epic class right there, man. All champions.
It's the best Olympic team that's ever been put together. You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be.
And I say that humbly, you know, respect to the legends in the past and before us. But 96, there has never been more world champions that come out of an Olympic team. I mean, damn near everybody on the team became a world champion.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And so when you think about 96, of course, for us, 96 was also an epic year for us, but also a tragic year at the same time. 96 was just a crazy year by itself. And so you turned professional, and how did life change for you after you turned professional?
Life changed instantly, man. It changed quick. You know, I went into the professional ranks for honors. You know what I'm saying? I was under the two villages of Pernell Whitaker, Lou Duva, Shelly Finkel. You know,
Pernell Whitaker, one of the greatest of all time.
At 16 years old, I was sparring with Pernell Whitaker day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Pete. You know, as we call him Pete. His name is Pete. You know,
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace to the legend. He was, you know, he taught me the hard way. He says, Zab, I'm not going to take it easy with you. I'm going to work with you to show you, because I know you're capable of holding and handling what I'm about to give to you. And some days I used to be like, yo, do you like me? Like, do we got beef? I didn't talk to none of your girls. Like, right. I was like, I ain't messing nobody.
What I do to you?
Yeah, what I do to you, man. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, in the future, he told me, you know, I gave you hard love because I seen something different in you than everybody else. You were ready to take off. You know what I'm saying? So I had to show you what it's like to be up there with the big dogs.
Wow.
And I gave it to you at an early stage. So when your time came, I was ready. So picture me training every day, 3 months, 4 months straight with Pernell Whitaker. Now I'm going into my pro debut. I'm fighting a guy with 0. We 0-0. He's 0-0. I'm 0-0. But I just came out of camp sparring with the pound for pound greatest champion of the world right now.
Right.
I was smoking these dudes.
The competition ain't stand a chance.
It didn't stand a chance.
They ain't stand a chance. But before that, you was into kickboxing.
No. So my dad is a 9th degree black belt in Shotokan Jiu-Jitsu. He's a 3-time kickboxing world champion.
That means he'll fuck you off.
Yeah, so we're fast. So
basically, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much.
So, but it's crazy though, because at a young age, you know what I'm saying, you know, my dad was first. So we was kids, you know, watching my dad's career, going into my dad fights, carrying his belts and shit. So I remember walking through this particular fight, walking through Madison Square Garden. He was fighting, defending the title. You know, he let us carry his belts and all that. And I remember them, Judah, and I was looking around like, and it felt like they was talking to me, and I was like what? So when I got back,
used to this.
Yeah, when I got back to the room, I told my dad. And I remember I'm amateur. I'm like, I probably had like 13, 14 fights. You know what I'm saying? As an amateur, I'm telling my dad, yo, that was like, I felt like it was for me. I think I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna be champion of the world. He was like, yeah, you know, just keep doing what you're doing and you're gonna be great one day too. You know what I mean? Like not knowing, like wow, like that was It was crazy. But I seen it at a young age. I seen it crazy. I seen it. Not knowing it was gonna be me or me really do it. Mm-hmm. I just know I felt when I was carrying that belt, it was like, Jude, I was looking around like
it was an aha moment. It's one of the moments where you just, you know what I'm saying? No, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Surreal word. Yeah. It was like surreal, crazy.
Yeah, word. Yeah. I can identify with that. Actually, I remember my aha moment in music, and we're gonna talk about that later in the show. You know what I mean? When we salute the legend Shock G. But back to Zabs Judah, man. You get into boxing, your career's taking off. Do you have a fight that is your favorite fight where you felt like you was at your apex?
St. Louis, when I beat Corey Spinks for the second time.
You know that's my favorite fight.
Yeah, man. That, you know what? You know, I mean, when I was going through it, no, that shit was terrible. It was crazy. Like St. Louis, I take my hat off to them. They was gangster from the start to the finish. When I pulled up in St. Louis, they was on some, what's up? What you, like, the first thing we did was checking the hotel.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So tell us a little bit about the behind the scenes that a boxer has to go through in preparation for a fight, especially when you fighting in your opponent's hometown.
I don't know about nobody else. I'm talking about me. This is real shit. This is what I went through fighting Corey. Now remember, I'm champion of the world. I'm Zabs Judah.
Right.
I'm known. People know me. They don't give a shit about none of that. You coming to the Lou to fight our boy, that's the champ, that's keeping our city, relevant. You know what I'm saying, over the waters.
Right.
And you coming to sink the ship. We ain't trying to have it. So the first thing we did was crazy. We check into the hotel. We go to our room. Normally, we hungry. Let's go eat, y'all. We go eat. You know, we got all the Team Judah shit over. You know, it's fight week. You know what I mean? We go to a restaurant. We to the soul food spot. Yo, what up? We had the people looking like, oh, yeah, the guys that's going to fight Corey Spinks, right? And I'm be like, yeah, we coming, you know. They like, oh, yeah? What y'all want to eat? We like, nothing. Nothing. We getting out of here. And then that's at that moment, we realized, like, yo, boy, this city's not playing with you. They're not here to play with us. They, like we coming to do something that's destructive to what the city, you know what I'm saying? They stand with a champion.
Right.
And we coming to dethrone their champion.
Right.
On knockout fashion. We talking crazy, talking this Brooklyn shit. We in East St. Louis, St. Louis. You know, they out there like, what? Hold up, Wardy. You know what I'm saying? They out
City
there.
Slickers coming through the town.
They coming through talking crazy with the gold tooth on the side and all that. You know, they got the red St. Louis hat backwards. They like, what's up? Hey, what's up? Right. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we did good. You know what I'm saying? In the fight, one thing I did know, all I gotta do is make it to the fight. Like in the fight, I'm not worrying about it because this is the rematch. The first fight, I dropped him in the 12th round. Right. I feel like I did enough to win the fight.
I felt like you won that fight, me personally.
Right. They didn't give it to me. Don took it. So now in the rematch, they made me work harder. You know what I'm saying? The first fight, I got paid, $1.2 million. The second fight, I got paid $100,000. Wow. This is no joke. Everybody know that I took the fight. $100,000. They said, well, you know, because I begged Don for the rematch. I said, Don, come on, man. They cheated me, man. You know I could beat that boy. I can knock that boy out. Don said, listen, man, I gotta go through a lot of stuff, man. You gotta. So they made me go win a fight first. I went. I fought a fight. I won a fight. Did a good guy, top 10 fighter. Washed him first round, second round. Washed him. Got rid of him. Came back for the rematch. I said, what's up now? He said, all right. Under some stipulations. I said, what's that? They said, we only got $100,000. As they started with. They started with that. $100,000. I said, 100,000? What you talking about? Is this real? Like,
you just made 1.3.
I just made 1.2 million. What you talking about? You just gave me 1. Yeah, but that was before you was, you know, coming in. You was, all right, okay, no problem. 100,000, I'll take that. Okay, and it's got to be in his hometown. Now you know me. And what? What's in that? I think we could fight in his mama kitchen. I don't, care. At the time, that's my man now. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was like, what? I don't care where we go. And they said, okay, doom. Then they did some other stuff. During the fight week, they said, you knock a lot of guys out with those gloves on. You can't wear those. What? You got to wear what he's wearing. What? It's my first time ever in my life putting on the Grant gloves, and I thank Corey Spence because me and Grant we good friends and everything, and I knocked him out with his own gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Even more epic.
This is
Even
all
more
real
epic.
shit. This is behind the scenes shit that nobody ever seen or witnessed, and they didn't know about.
Right, because as a casual fan, you don't know this is going on.
They don't know what's going on. So now, mind you, let's go back to the hotel. Fight week. We in the hotel and all that. Nice star, nice 5-star hotel, safe. They got to put this in our contract. We got to keep the fighters safe. We in the hotel. I'm checked in under a different name. I never check in the hotel under my name. Not why I check in under Zabs Judah fight week in the hotel. It's just it's dumb. I check in under another name. People calling my room going, I pick up, hello, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. Like the real Biggie shit, like the real
like the Malcolm X shit, like in the movie, like the real. You gonna be one red dead nigga, like
son. This is real talk. Pops and Abe, a lot of people that was there, they could say this is real shit. So we had to double up. We sent the tour bus. We sent the tour bus to Brooklyn. Ganged it up. Everybody came down. We, you know what I'm saying? We did some stuff that was, you know what I'm saying? We could have got in trouble for right now if it was back then. You know what I'm saying? And we got through with it. But I had to arm myself in a situation that would make sure that everything was everything was solidified. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? My mob ties sided with with Meech, the mafia. Tapped in with him. He said, "Don't worry about a thing. Just go out there and do what you do."
Relationships.
We in the building.
Relationships,
ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I was in the building and we turned up and turned out. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I worried about, because at the time when I fought Corey Spinks, St. Louis was known as the #1 for murder rate. They was known for killing motherfuckers. You think they could care about ride by and double and zab whole clique, kill everybody?
Shout out to my guy Rip the General, man. He brought us to St. Louis a few times. I know St. Louis.
St. Louis is different.
I know how they get down.
They get down different. You know what I'm saying? And for the fact that I was like, yo, man, it's a boxing match. Let us go in there and handle what we handle. He beat me, he beat me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I beat him. What's up? This is fitness. All right.
So after the fight, how was it? Did you gain the respect? Did you get up out of there no problems? Or
no. So after, you know what I'm saying? So what we did was smart. So we stayed across the street from the hotel. Upon going there, they wanted to drive us over there. We said no. Cause what we wanted to do was some real Brooklyn shit. We feel in numbers, we strong. We all at a certain time, I don't know, I can't remember the time, 8 o'clock, everybody meet in the lobby, we walking over to the arena. That's how we walked to the fight, and that's how we got back. We all walked there, we walked back. And it was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was about like 300 of us. You know what I'm saying? Walked to the hotel, walked back. And you know what I'm saying? And we stayed together, and everything was good, man. Coming back was a super celebration. Going there was like, it was like going to the funeral. You know what I mean? It was like, we militant. We going there like, we going to take some shit. Like, we going... Everybody going into the facility is not laughing with us. They're not smiling with us. Nobody's cool with us.
Like you said, you there to take their crown. He was the champ at that time.
They looking at us like, and we like, we got our military shit on too. Like, we don't give a fuck about none of that. Right. We Brooklyn and we going strong. What it is, you know what I mean?
We need that.
We need them straps, boy. We coming to take everything. That's what we known for, and we coming to do that, And I was prepared mentally and physically. With the whole Nelly shit. Oh man, I wasn't prepared for that part. I ain't gonna front. I was in the ring, right? So I did my little entries. I came out. I seen the building. I was very good. Remember, in the back, we don't see that. We don't know who out there, how it looked, how many people. You know what I'm saying? Is it packed at night? What's the energy like? We don't know that.
So you can't really see who's in the crowd, and
we don't know none of that. I mean,
you're not even paying attention to that. Really, you're in your zone.
I'm not watching. I'm in the super zone. I'm in the back in the room like that. I'm in the room, big room, music playing. I'm with my family, my loved one, so I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We shadow boxing, loosening up, stretching, all that. When I hit the motherfucking arena, and I said, "Oh shit!" And I came out to James Brown, the big payback. Revenge.
Classic.
Yo, they booed me so loud, Edie. You didn't even hear my motherfucking James Brown song. You didn't even hear it. You couldn't even hear it.
We heard it at the crib.
Yeah, but
we heard it at the crib. We at the crib like, let's go.
But they were booing me so loud, you couldn't even hear nothing he did. Right. So then now the light, I'm in the ring. They announce him. Everything go down. Lights go down. Black, pitch black in the arena. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Pyro goes off. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Boom, boom. Lights come on. Only thing come on in the arena, the first thing I see is the arch.
Right.
The St. Louis arch. And it's over there and you see that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Nelly, I'm like, oh, boy. You know, at the time, Nelly was, you know,
Amping.
he was hot, man. That's my guy, too. That's, yo.
He had a 10 million seller under his belt, man. Diamond record, man.
Now, remember this.
Nellyville.
Now, remember this. I'm not thinking Nelly, St. Louis. I'm not thinking that. Nelly, my guy. I know all his songs and all that. I see Nelly, immediately hatred. Immediate hatred. I'm like, I don't like that nigga no more. I'm like,
I don't even like his songs
it's
no more.
nothing to do with him. It's just like, so I'm pacing back and forth. I'm gonna kill this nigga shit. I'm going. Yo, he took like a half an hour. Like, you know, me in the ring, it felt like a half an hour before he got to the ring and we started to do what we do. I said, this nigga, who do he think he came in the ring to fight tonight? I said, this nigga, he must didn't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? I said, they gave me 100,000. So you definitely know this ain't about the money. You know what I'm saying? You definitely know it about that. Nigga, it's about the, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to get something. And I feel
with a purse so low, like, do you even make money off of that fight? You gotta pay people and
son,
shit.
Listen, by the time you pay them, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I gave that shit. Hey, take that.
Right.
What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's Pop Deuce check. You know, if I got a M, Pop Deuce got 100. You know what I'm saying? So on the second fight, what the fuck I'm gonna give him now? What, 10,000?
Right.
Kid, you know what I'm saying? You take all that. You know what
Sacrifice,
I mean?
man.
Sacrifice.
He sacrificed for that victory.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you really listen to what he's saying right now, he sacrificed to get that victory.
And that's the bottom line, what I want to let people know and to show them just off the career, just off the rip. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go further or behind or more or less. I mean, that's what type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? We got to go into the backyard. We got to go back to back. When my back was against and that's another thing. I didn't become 6-time champ of the world from just having a professional, perfect record. You know what? That means I got up off the ground and I did it again.
Well, all the greatest boxers, in my opinion, got L's on their record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm a fan of any boxer that got an O, except for maybe Floyd. You know what I mean? He's really the only boxer that I'm a fan of that got an O. And, you know, I do feel like there was a fight, in my opinion, that Floyd lost, but I'll talk about that.
But let me tell you about, let's touch on that while we at it. I feel, you know what I'm saying, Mayweather and the Mayweather team, the structure was brilliant. Absolutely. Brilliant at how they would manage to skate through 50 fights professionally and skate through with the O. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot of negotiation under, whatever you did, I commend you and I take off
Absolutely.
My hat to it. It was brilliant.
I've always said Floyd is the greatest businessman that boxing has seen.
It's the brilliant,
in my opinion.
Team Mayweather.
I don't know the insides of his operation.
Shout
I don't know if he making all the but his team, A1.
A1.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. But you fought Floyd. You know what I mean? I watched that fight a few times. I felt like you definitely one of the people that hit Floyd the hardest. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? In a fucking fight. I seen Floyd knees buckle. You know what I mean? Fighting Floyd, give everybody a little bit of insight on what it's like to fight somebody that's so technically superb in the ring.
The reason why I tell people Floyd is brilliant. And motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to say that. He's brilliant.
There's no wrong with that.
He's brilliant at what he do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was clever enough to know that, all right, Zab gonna come out. Zab gonna dig in my ass. That motherfucker fast. He hit hard. He's a mean motherfucker. He not gonna play with me.
Your combination of speed and power is what made you real dangerous.
Right. And he knew that. And he said, all right, I'm gonna prepare myself to withstand you know what I'm saying? This assault that's gonna come to me in the early rounds. I'm gonna withstand my shit, hold on to it, and then I'm gonna come back. Right. Well, what happened was the first 6 rounds, I brung it. I brung the heat. I got it. 100%. I won the first 6 rounds. He won the last 6 rounds.
Right.
There was a knockdown that happened that they didn't see. Mm-hmm. It was another thing. Roger Mayweather, Uncle Roger, rest in peace, came into the ring during the fight. Now, under the rule books of any boxing fight in the whole world, it's Mayweather, it's Zab, and it's the referee. Nobody is entitled to come inside that motherfucking ring. Mm-hmm. And if you come in the ring and you're a principal of each side, it's an automatic disqualification. So there's a lot of different principles that stand on that fight. But he got the fight. He got the perfect record. He skate. He won it. He skated past myself. He skated past 49 others. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a man brilliancy, man. And that's what I tell people. Yeah, I got what I got. I got my shit, and one thing you can't do is fool the people. I don't care who y'all, who you think y'all, you can't fool the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what people see is what people see. What you see is what you see. What you see, what you see. What his people see is what they see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
boxing is similar to hip hop in the sense that you have people that are fans of certain boxers because they identify with them as opposed to others. Everybody ain't a Floyd fan, but Zab got his fans.
Right.
You know, everybody ain't a Jay-Z fan, but you'll have people that love the shit out of Talib Kweli.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's who they fuck with. So, you know, that's one thing about boxing that's similar in hip-hop, where you got people that just rock with your style and how you got down. You know what I mean? You know, I know a lot of people that that's on that page. Real quick, I just want to get your top 5 boxers all time, any weight class, any era.
Well, I'm gonna go with my idols. You know, my idols of the game that I idolized in the sport of boxing, that I mimicked and I took bits and pieces from and created my style. That's Pernell Whitaker, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Mike Tyson. That's if
Give
you
me
watch,
one more. That's 4.
let me see. What's it? Let me see. Ali. Wait. I mean, excuse me. I said Whitaker, Hagler, Tyson, Ray Robinson, and Zabs Judah. I mean, these are the guys that I mimic from my style, that I put together from me. I mean, not that I didn't like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I love it. And I would say Muhammad Ali, nobody gave it up, you know what I'm saying, clever and smart enough mentally and physically like Muhammad did. Muhammad was one of the first ones that get in your head and get in your motherfucking ring. You know what I'm saying? He was cold with it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the guys I gotta say.
And he turned into a cultural icon.
Yeah, 100%.
Cultural icon.
Yeah.
So look, before we get up out of here, we've been sitting up here rolling and smoking, man. I definitely want to make sure I shout out your new endeavors, man.
Yes.
Cannabis, Super Punch, man.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about this and how you got into cannabis and why you got into cannabis.
Yeah, so Super Punch is a brand of cannabis that we created. I got into cannabis because my last fight, I was well, even before that I was smoking weed, but I really noticed it in my last fight. I fought a fighter that was on PEDs, and you know, because of the fight I had brain surgery. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, smoking weed.
Glad you made it out of that too. Let me just say that personally. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah. So what I found that, you know, when I was going through it, they was giving me pain medicine. No pain medicine worked like marijuana did. The marijuana that I was smoking, the brand that I was smoking is the brand that I created my strain after. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bottom line of how the whole thing came out. This was the only thing and the best thing that suppressed my headaches. Wow. I took they gave me all of the behind the counter medicines, and it was strong. It had me in the house feeling like dopey George, and I'm like, I can't do this shit. Yeah. I'm like, anybody that know me know I'm an energetic movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Since we was little.
I'm always moving. So I'm like, anything got me sitting around like doing this shit. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. You know, even people that watch me in my marijuana, I might smoke 25 blunts a day, but they be like, how the fuck you keep going? Right. You know what I'm saying? I smoke good weed.
Smoke the good shit. All right. So look, where can they find us at real quick? Tell everybody where can they get the Super Judah. I want to make sure people.
Yeah, so right now, what I want you to do is go to superjudah.com. Superjudah.com for the latest and the greatest, and it will direct you and put you in the right spot where you need to be for the Super Punch.
And you do know that. Listen up, man. I want to thank Zabs Judah for pulling up.
Outlaw.
My guy.
Outlaw, you know that.
Great conversating with you. We probably going to do it again, man, because I'm sure we got a lot more we could talk about. It's the Outlaw Show, man. Edie Don, Zabs Judah. FRENZEE.